Hey, what's up everybody? I got a 2004 Honda Civic LX 4-door sedan. This is what she looked like. We're doing an alternator replacement. The reason that we're replacing the alternator is because I just put a head gasket and a timing belt in it, and in order to do that you have to remove the alternator. So when removing it, I went to remove this 10mm nut which is on the alternator. All you got going into here is a plug, and then you have your post, the alternator post, well, battery post that goes in, and it was all rusted. So as I was turning that 10mm counterclockwise, it broke off this entire post right here, that bolt basically. And I actually took some epoxy and tried to put it back in there and get it to stick, but it was only putting out 10 volts whenever I cranked it back up, and then went to go drive it, and yeah, it died on me. So only reason I made it home was because I had that little jump box over there, thank God. Always keep one in the trunk. Anyway, we're gonna pop this off right here. Start it off. Power steering belt needs to come off first. That's a 12mm nut. We're gonna undo that. Then we need to turn this counterclockwise, which is your wing nut. You can also use a 27mm socket, which is what I'm gonna do. So first things first, we're gonna pop that off. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is knock that 12mm nut loose, which is right here. Anyway, boom, I'm gonna go ahead and just take it all the way off. I'm gonna just take the whole power steering pump and just move it to the side. Alright, so next thing, you want to loosen up this. Also, you're going to take this power steering reservoir out the bracket. 27mm. So this right here is off. You go ahead and move the whole thing by. Also, first you gotta take these 214s out. So you got 214mm right here and here. Actually, there's 3 of them, but I didn't put one back in there when I was doing a job, so it makes it that much easier on me next time I'm going in. But anyways, that one right there you're gonna have to keep on the bracket. That one right there. Anyways, they're fucking 14mm. We'll take them out. Now for that one right there, you're gonna have to use a damn wrench, and just little by little. It's one of those times where, oh, you're gonna want to use that little fucking wrench. So what I'm talking about. One of these guys. This is the little baby wrench. You can't really get behind it. Once you got it, kind of loose. Probably get it out by hand. Also, I'm just gonna go in ahead first and take this This is just me doing things that I like to do the way I like to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and take this 10mm off the alternator because so I'm just taking off the stuff from the alternator post. Because when I'm doing that, I can now get this wiring harness out of the way. So that was me just taking off the 10mm, holding on the okay, so like once you got that bolt, the 3 bolts out of your power steering bracket, you can just let it lift up on. Get your belt off here first. You can just like lift up on reservoir, all of that can be like positioned to the side. So I just like to stick that over here up out the way. Alright, now as far as your alternator is concerned, you got that 14 right there, which you need to loosen up. You're gonna have that 10 right there for your bracket, that, and then there's a 12mm down here, which is easily accessed on the bottom. So really, I'm probably gonna go up under here, jack up the car, and turn the fucking wheel all the way out so that it's a little bit. I just don't feel like taking off the wheel. I'm lazy like that. Okay, so I got the car jacked up, and I went ahead and I just loosened that 14mm right there. So I just loosened it up, come down here, and I'm going to take show you where this 12mm is at. It's right there. And there. Back you out some. So here's your bracket right here, and there's your adjuster right there, and that's it right there. So you want to loosen up that 12. And once you loosen it up, you can use your adjusting wing nut right here on the front, and that's how you're going to get your belt off. So go ahead and do that right now. So once you take out that 12mm on the bottom, basically this whole thing you can just flop it around, move it back and forth, but you can take the belt off at that point. Then I always take off that 12mm for the power steering pump bracket, which is right there, and then it just gives you a little more room. Once you pull that 14 out right there, your alternator is going to come out. You're going to need a pry bar right in here to pry it out, probably, if it hasn't been removed recently. So anyways, that's how you get it out. And installation is going to be pretty much the opposite. I'm going to just put it in there. You might have to knock this out here with a punch to widen the space to get the new one in. And there's your little bracket and everything assembly down there. So basically you're just taking out that 12mm right there, this 12, and then there's your adjuster right there. So we're gonna have to loosen that up before we put that 12 back in. Okay, so what I do is I come down here and I will put the belt on. You're gonna have to loosen up the adjuster, probably like counterclockwise, and then what you do is you're gonna put your belt on, go ahead, move your alternator, put your 12mm bolt in loosely, then you're gonna tighten up that adjuster wing nut. What I like to do is I take a 27mm bolt, 27mm socket on the end of a 3/8 ratchet. I'll come up here and I'll tighten it to whenever it feels like it needs to be tightened. It's tight enough. So now I'm gonna just tighten up that 14 right there. I'm gonna tighten up that 12 on the bottom, and then I'm just gonna put the power steering stuff back on. Oh yeah, one more thing, I forgot to tell you about this. There is a 12mm right there in the beginning. You need to loosen that up right down there. You're probably gonna have to get a wrench and get it from the top, but yeah, you have to get that 12 loose. It was already loose because I had just been in here. And then whenever you're done, tighten that up right there. Your 12 right there. Get your wing nut tight. Come in here, put your little 10mm on your battery positive post. Make your electrical connection down in here. You might have some extra stuff in here, like a little bracket or something like that. Took that shit out. None of that bullshit. Anyway, 04 Honda Civic. Anyway, that's your 04 Honda Civic alternator replacement. Appreciate you watching the video. Peace.